Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, we got some acts of treason, some shit we need to talk about. So, let me get this done right quick because, but, yeah, this is pretty wild. Um, the name of it says it all. Oklahoma legislator is looking to pass a bill into law that they call the Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act. And I mean, it's like, what the fuck? How can you have freedom of press and control act all in the same sentence? It's weird. It is weird. Freedom of press and control act. Um, is that not an oxymoron? Is is that not a contradiction in terms? Um, is that not treason? Um, I mean, come on now. Let's get over here and let me get to reading on this. Second session of the 59th Legislature, 2024, Senate Bill 1837. We're just going to call him DAM. An act relating to media outlets creating the Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act. Freedom of press control. How's your freedom if you're controlling it? Asking for a friend. Providing short title, stating purpose, requiring licensure for certain individuals and companies, providing requirements for licensure, defining terms, providing for promulgation of rules, authorizing corporation commission to provide licensure, and providing an effective date. They want to license the press now. All right. Be it enacted by the people of the state of Oklahoma. Now, they want to enact it in the state of Oklahoma, but put it across federal shit. New law, a new section of law to be codified in the Oklahoma statutes is Section 208 of Title 17, unless there is created a duplication in numbering, reads as follows. This act shall be known and may be cited as the Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act. Section 2, the new law. A new section of law to be codified in the Oklahoma statutes is Section 209. Now, see up here, they said Section 208 of Title 17. Now we got Section 209 of Title 17. Okay. Unless there is a duplicate. To ensure the safety of the general public and avoid potential abuse of the freedom of press, any media outlet that includes opinions at any time in its print, broadcast, or other means of distribution shall do each of the following before any articles, stories, opinions, news, videos, or other media are distributed to the public. Each individual reporter, producer, writer, editor, or any other employee involved in the production of the content distributed by a media outlet is hereby required to. Now, we got freedom of press, but now we got requirements for that freedom. We've got free speech, but we have requirements for that free speech. Complete a criminal background check conducted by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations. Why? How is that relevant in any shape, form, or fashion? Huh? Fucking our own lawmakers can have. I mean, the president can be a fucking felon. Okay, complete. Receive a license as prescribed by the Corporation Commission as provided in subsection C of this section. All right, so now you got to get a license, do a background check, complete a propaganda free safety training course of no less than 8 hours as prescribed by the State Department of Education, which shall be developed in coordination with PragerU. Propaganda free. Well, this motherfucker's full of propaganda. Provide proof of liability insurance no less than $1 million and submit to a quarterly drug testing for illicit substance to be administered by the State Bureau of Investigations. Why? Y'all don't submit to fucking daily drug tests, you crazy fucking eye motherfucker. But that's, say the state's got fucking already got 3 new businesses in here. Licensing for the fucking, well, actually quite a few. Licenses for the whole network, for each individual involved, drug test, background checks, all feeding the coffers of the state of Oklahoma because all these come with fees. Each company, including parent companies, and media groups that owns the media outlet, which employs the individuals required to submit to the provisions of paragraph 1 of the section, shall require all employees to complete a propaganda-free safety training course, no less than 8 hours, blah, blah, blah. We've already been through that. Provide proof of liability insurance, no less than $50 million. Now, see, you got background checks on everybody, drug tests on everybody, state classes on everybody, the insurances, blah, 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 for propaganda free. Come listen to our propaganda so we can tell you how not to spread propaganda against us. $50 million. The words hurt. Provide a prominent disclaimer before each media presentation, broadcast video, or printed publication stating, warning, this entity is known to provide propaganda. Consuming propaganda may be detrimental to your health and the health of the republic. Well, in a republic, we wouldn't have a democracy. So learn your shit, you fucking idiot. Only video opinion shall be required to provide this disclaimer provided for in the subparagraph of 2 of this subsection at the bottom of the screen for the duration of the program as used in this section. Media outlets shall mean national broadcast, ABC, NBC, blah, 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 any local affiliates. Video opinion programs means presentations consistently containing opinion rather than originating from a definite source of information, such as the View. The corporation shall promulgate rules necessary to implement the licensing required by the section of the media outlets as follows. License pursuant to paragraph 1 of this section for a personal journalist, $290 over 5 years, nor less than $580 for a 10-year period. So now what is a freedom they're trying to put into a license, and if you put into a license a freedom and you charge for it, then it automatically reverts back to Constitution. It holds no fucking law, no water, and therefore it is a right. Anyway, a license pursuant paragraph 2, a fee that's for a local broadcast or a national. November 1st, 2024. November 1st, 2024. All right. Now then, let's come back to here. Now, is that not some crazy shit? And they're wanting to do it within the year. Well, the way they done constitutional carry and everything else, uh, fucking, they voted on it, and then it didn't go into effect till November 1st the following year. Okay, let's stop doing that one, and then we're going to do this one. Let's see. I believe this one. Yes. Okay. Clicked on the votes. Says there's none. History says that the first time it was read was February 5th, 2024, in the Senate chamber, authored by Senator Dam. So he wrote it the same day he read it. All right, you go to amendments, it says none. Bill summaries, there's none. Versions, 11724. But see, you can't click on any of this shit. You can't see what them votes, none. Co-authors, none. Well, it says to be added, but whatever. All right. Now then come over here, start sharing, and we're going to do a present, share screen. Share screen. And then you got this over here. Pre-filed legislation. So, and it says status is of February is 25%. So, see, they passed this bullshit on the doxing in Oklahoma. But you can't film, I'm trying to say you can't film cops and public employees. And now this. Authored by Senator Dam, creating the Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act, requiring licenses. Unheard of. Nathan Dam, a Republican. Now this gives a summary to the deal, and both of these I've already pulled up. So and then I go to the Oklahoma one, and let's see. Bill information, yeah. Let's see, that one to 2024. And it's 1837. Last time I done this, it didn't pull anything out. So it wasn't there, say nothing. And it says it's Bill 1837. But anyway, fucking just not treason. Um, just not treason. What do we do to traitors? Let's see. That one was, what was that section? Eight hours of fucking brainwashing. Well, I just read that shit about Oklahoma Statute 209, Title 17. It still ain't giving. Well, I'll have to get back into some other stuff that I don't have open. I got too many damn tabs. Anyway, yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Freedom of Press Control Act. I mean, how much sense does that shit make? Anyway, dude, and I find it just absurd that they're calling it the common sense freedom of press control. Just end it right there. Freedom of press control. Now, is that not an operating oxymoron in one statement? No, fucking insanity. Pure fucking insanity. And ain't nobody said a word about it. I got the report 3 days ago. I've had some shit going on and whatnot. Rough time of year, blah 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 blah. But fucking this nobody said a word, and this is fucking treason of the First Amendment. I mean, and nobody's upset. Nobody said a word about it. It's not been mentioned. It's not been brought up. You know, people didn't get all fucking bent out of shape over the fucking little doxing law that they tried to well, they passed it. You know, it went into effect, but now they're trying to, well, you can't fucking, you can't, you can't film the cops or, you know, none of their public information as a public fucking employee. You know, you can't do none of that. Why in the fuck not? Anyway, I say, you know, conspiracy to violate rights under the color of law, 1983, 1985. Shall we read what that says? Or does everybody know that the ultimate penalty is a neck stretching? It's an old-fashioned necktie party, folks. Let's get a rope. Show them what we do to fucking haters of freedom and you commie pink old bastards around here. Hanging strand. Treason. Fucking flat out fucking treason. And they're elected legislators. Now, I've never been accused of being a very smart man. But by God, I got some goddamn common sense. And my common sense tells me when you say freedom and then control of, we want the freedom to control the propaganda and the narrative that you motherfuckers put out. And if you hurt our feelings, you know, we're going to get you. We're going to get you. If you hurt our feelings, we're going to get you. You know, and you got to go to our propaganda school so you learn how to spoon feed propaganda that we want you to spoon feed, but yet we won't call it propaganda. We won't call it propaganda. Is it just me? I mean, do y'all not get it? Does nobody get it? I mean, what is the fucking penalty for treason? The penalty for treason? I mean, what do they want to do to Edward Snowden? Huh? Let's talk about Snowden. I mean, he was a whistleblower telling us what they were doing and how they were doing it. And now they're fucking doing it. And yet they're still they still want Snowden, and this dude's fucking walking around foot loose and fancy free. I thought we were a country of patriots and fucking fundamental beliefs and fucking freedom. Dangerous freedom. But it appears that may not be the case. You know, it appears that they give us enough distractions and enough of the quote quote good and easy times that it comes down to people be like, well, you know, I got a job to do. It's my job. Well, and that worked for, the Third Reich. How long? Hmm? We bought into that right at the Nurembergs. So, but, this right here says a lot. Says a lot about a lot of things, a lot of people, and a lot of situationships. Those motherfuckers much rather discuss, you know, a little self-entitled spurger uh, than our freedoms being chipped away. You know, but I've been guilty. I've got complacent, fucking uh, sidetracked, um, distracted, um, and shit not be an idea and a lot of things. But, it's always been about fucking freedom and our rights and fucking, and I cannot believe how content, how willfully, how much some of you motherfuckers sing out and beg for the change of oppression and tyranny. It's fucking mind blowing. It is mind blowing. You got the lion, the wolves, and the sheep, and it's fucking mind blowing how many sheep, and how many sheep that think they're a fucking lion, huh? And how many wolves think they're a lion? And wolves come in all shape, form, sizes, and religious beliefs. Uh, I just, well, they didn't charge me. Like I was talking to a buddy of mine today, and we was talking about motherfuckers being in jail and shit like that, and having, put money on books and commissary and shit like that, and the bare requirements. You can Google it right now. Oklahoma Department of Corrections proudly boasts they spend less than $1 a meal per prisoner, and I believe about 2,000 calories is all they get. And it don't take a whole lot of rice or you know shit like that to make up 2,000 calories. Um, how much does it cost for a prisoner to use a fucking telephone? What, $15-$20 for a 3 to 5 minute conversation that the jailhouses are most likely recording, wiretapping? Um, you know, a package of ramen noodles, you know, 35 cents out here now. 35, excuse me, 55 cents on the street. Fucking $4 in the fucking jail. Isn't that price gouging? Oh, but it is. Oh, but it is. And then there's some places like LaFleur County, Oklahoma, that if you got fines, if somebody comes and puts money on your books for commissary, you don't get no commissary money. They apply it all to your fucking fines or court cost. Yeah, that's a real fucking thing. So, but, they want criminal background checks, drug tests, licenses, which I mean, I'm really surprised it took them that long to get around to it. I mean, look at how long they've chipped away at the fucking Second Amendment, because they know that the first one is the most important, but it takes that second one to fucking enforce it sometimes. And they've chipped away at that second one to where it's a sketchy deal. And um, motherfuckers, it's time to plant your goddamn feet. How much is too much? Huh? How much is too much? When they came from my neighbor, the one of a different pigment than I done nothing. When they come from my other neighbor, a different religion than I done nothing. When they come for the weak and the elderly and the feeble, I done nothing because they did not come for me. And yet the night they come for me, I cried for help and looked for one to stand with me, but there were none left because they had come for them all. All that is required for evil to fucking prosper is good men to sit and do nothing. But will a good man really sit and do nothing? Huh? No. No. We need to organize a march on this motherfucker. On his senator, on his fucking home, on his offices. They'd be lighting shit up. And see, but it's working perfectly by their design. All we elected officials, because the law says that they can't make a law that breaks the law, but they make the laws so they can rewrite the laws. When they rewrite the laws, they rewrite the history books. And the great experiment is over. Almost. Because that's all this republic or democracy. See, it's funny how they threw the word republic in there when we operate under a democracy, not the republic. Do some research, learn the difference. And it's sad, all these motherfuckers that went out there and ran around with old Warden and slobbered his knobbers and that little rat prick and all of this. Now they're running out around with, shitbirds and 303 snitches and, one shitty show. One dude had so many games over, don't know which way they're going. They all claim to be about fucking freedom, free speech. And you motherfuckers signing right up with this shit. All them words hurt me. I need $1 million in a court order and to run somebody's life because the pictures I sent to everybody, you know, they used against me and blah, 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 blah. And it was meant to humiliate. No, it's meant to make you fucking accountable. All you fucking weak-kneed snowflakes. And this bill here is to hide accountability for the government and the elite. Oh, but there's some of y'all that think y'all are all that too, huh? And that's like High Impact or Here's the Deal or whatever. He put one out yesterday talking about the internet or the national gang of sheriffs, and them saying that the people are crying for more stringent civil forfeiture laws and the state's attorneys and district, blah, they're all down for it as long as they get some of the pie. They want to still. How long is a slave content to be a fucking slave? Hmm? How long is a slave content to be a fucking slave? What does it take to open a slave's eyes? Is it when they come to you and not the one sleeping next to you? Or is it when they have taken everything and you have nothing left to lose? Hmm. At what point? How far does a violation have to go against your personal spirit, human fucking free living soul before you say no more? What's up, Mr. Mitchell? How's you? Love and peace, brethren. Appreciate you. But straight up, how much is too much? At what point is your spirit broken to the point, or maybe fixed to the point that you'll take no more? One day at a time, that's it. Old girl sang one day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I ask from you. In fact, don't give me no more days. How about no more days? But yeah, it ain't that easy. One thing about it though, ain't none of us getting out of this deal alive. So how do you want to go? See, I'd much rather fucking die on my feet every motherfucking day than live on my knees or half broken back. That's pretty much where we're at. And I mean, but ain't that what we're looking at? The bully on the playground? Isn't that what we've come to? The bully on the playground, little dirty fucking fragile, weak ass, no heart having motherfucker. He's probably got some fucked up shit going on at home. But either way, that don't mean you got to bring it to school and get it to everybody. And say you got so many things. So many things. But we're taught that, well, if we disagree on a language or a religion or whether we're having fucking tuna casserole or fucking steak, if we disagree on things, then we can't stand together. We can't have common ground. You know, if you're not, uh, and there's some people I ain't breaking bread with, but it's depressing, breaks my motherfucking heart. You got to stand for something, and you'll fucking fall for anything. You got to stand for this shit, you're gonna fall for it, or you're gonna stand against the shit. Anyway. And it's probably the only place this shit's talked about. Maybe we'll send it to High Impact. That's what we ought to do. Get the fucking word out there. So this is some bullshit. Oklahoma. Fucking St. Senator fucking dam. So anyway. Necktie parties, folks. Necktie parties. USC 83, 85, 1983, 1985. And what is it? 42 USC 18, 1983. Yeah. Anyway, I'm fucking out. I'm fixing to start ranting and fucking rambling and not even making sense to me. So, like you snitches and weak-kneed motherfuckers, and fuck all traitors and tyrants. May you rot in hell. And I laugh and I fucking fuel the fucking barbecue. Until then, live that dangerous life of freedom.